New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio described the situation overnight in a tweet as an enduring and historic weather event with record-breaking rains, brutal flooding and dangerous conditions. Borne out in scenes of water cascading into subways, while in neighboring New Jersey and upstate New York, scenes of cars literally floating in water.
This is all precipitated by last night's record-shattering rainfall. And what's so fascinating is that the records that were broken in Central Park, for example, 3.15 inches in 1 hour, it broke a record literally set 1 week earlier. That says to me that there are no more cataclysmic, unforeseeable events. We need to foresee these in advance and be prepared.
The National Weather Service issued a flash flood emergency in the city for the first time. Parts of the region were also under tornado warnings as high winds downed trees, this vehicle hidden under bark and foliage in Upper Manhattan, with reports that some people were stuck in flooded basements, while cars were seen stranded on Manhattan highways even after the deluge had cleared.
We learned a lot of lessons. From Sandy, we built back resiliency. Our coastal shorelines are in much better shape than they had been. But where we have a vulnerability is in our streets, with the higher elevations now, where the flash floods, which were unknown before. This is the first time we've had a flash flood event of this proportion in the city of New York and in the outlying areas. We haven't experienced this before, but we should expect it the next time. And that means we have to continue investments in infrastructure.
Scenes in Hoboken, just across the state line in New Jersey, showed roadways submerged as rescue operations continue in multiple states. And Ida's path takes her north through Massachusetts and further east into the North Atlantic.
I'm standing in an area called Battery Park along the Hudson River, which separates Manhattan from New Jersey across the water. Of course, you can see the Freedom Tower there behind me, an area that was inundated when Superstorm Sandy swept through this region in 2012, forcing mass evacuations due to the storm surge. We are not seeing that level of impact in this part of Manhattan, but certainly we are getting reports of standing water in certain parts of the city, in certain parts of the state and adjacent states of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. But certainly the financial district of Manhattan spared this time around as Ida swept through overnight at rapid speed. And as you can see, Thursday morning, blue skies and sunshine.
And as Ida leaves damage and destruction in her wake, out west in California, different scenes near Caldor in the state's northern regions, an almost 3-week-old bushfire burning through 1,100 square kilometers, forcing evacuations while destroying hundreds of homes.
Now with COVID and extreme weather events attacking us at the same time, we live in this what we call the multi-hazard world, and it demonstrates that we really need to invest more in disaster risk reduction and prevention.
Pictures on both sides of the spectrum that tell a story of a climate emergency and how increasingly it remains a clear and present danger. Sherwin Bryceby's SABC News, New York.